Howdy, howdy. It is Monday. I am prepared to modify my plan. I know it's backwards. Apologies about that, but you know.
Hey, I'm Jello.
She's jelloing.
I'm jelloing.
She's been up for, a good hour and a half. Can
yeah,
you believe that?
I doubled up my coffee. I didn't want to feel like, Mariah accused me of being sluggish.
Well, sometimes she's like just barely rolling out of bed, and then you guys got to hear her like, doing her morning, croakiness. Anyway, it's Monday. It's time to make something with me. I am Mariah. This is Patricia back here in the background, and together we are
PM Artist Studio.
See? That even sounded better.
Well, I can't help it. Sometimes my throat is just kind of... I've noticed with my... I love it when I can open my window.
Yeah.
But I've noticed I'm a little bit more...
Yeah, there's more...
Snuffy in the morning.
Snuffy in the morning. It is. It's starting to cool down. In fact, this morning we walked to school, and it was a wee bit chilly. And then Izzy was like, my legs are cold. And so this is the time in Texas where it's, freezing in the morning. Then by the afternoon, you're, ripping off layers. So got her with her little, Adidas pants and her new Mickey Mouse sweatshirt that her Lola got her. And then I gave her I know y'all want to know all about this. Beige polka dot shorts and a white shirt. So it kind of went with the Mickey thing, but it was a little more, kind of modern. Anyway, I was pretty proud of the outfit. And she seemed to put it on. So that's... Sometimes she comes back up here and, makes her own decisions, which is fine, but it also makes me crazy because I'm like, if you want to pick out your clothes, great. I'm all for it. But if I do it, you wear it. Because I've spent the time putting it together. Anyway, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I do not know that you were here. We like to know that you were here because we are a very arty-friendly bunch. If you're watching in the replay, let us know down below. Over here, there's things that you can do, like give those thumbsy upsies, like somewhere right around in this area. And then if you're new to the channel, subscribe, do all that YouTube-y business, hit those bells, and you might get notified whenever we do this. We do this 4 times a week. But leave those comments down below letting us know that you have been watching the replay, and, if you like something or had a question about something, we like those. If you have something mean to say, keep it to yourself. I'm cool with that. Yeah.
And I'm working on it.
Yeah, don't let her read it, because I'm telling you.
Becky says your necklace is nice. Thank you, Becky. I made it. And you see that bottom part there, that little adornment in the middle. I spent a long time
adorning it. I like this necklace a lot too.
And those earrings are definitely
yes. Yeah. I love these. They go with all of the PM Artist Studio. The ones that have the little rainbowy business. And then P mainly made this for Izzy, but thank goodness it does fit me. I have also acquired these from Patricia. I acquired this from my baby because she doesn't like to wear it. I don't know why. And this one also from Izzy. So, thanks, y'all. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Exactly, Eddie. I was thinking about that.
Oh,
if you would not say it to your mother, you should keep it to yourself.
Oh, well, Mariah
Agreed.
Doesn't mind.
Well, that's true. We have a different thing.
We do. And Becky said nice.
If your mother's like my mother, then still keep it to yourself, because I am not your daughter, nor am I your mother, and I am sensitive, and if I don't know you, it hurts my feelings. That's all I got to say about that.
Ann Webb she's finally able to speak.
Ann! Yay! Ann Webb
and
is
Silver
here.
Granny and Grumpy Gnome. Yay!
All right, I'm gonna read off the names if you let me, but do say hello in the chat.
And Yanka, did you say Yanka's name?
I haven't said any. Well, other than Ann. And Becky, Cheryl, Cookie Wookie, that's Mo. Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, that's Darcy. Eddie's here. That's Eddie Makes Art. Griffin Shell, that's Rhonda. Heather, hello and welcome back. Yanka, Jennifer, Lygia, Lindsay, Lizanne, Mark is here. Nicola, hello. And Panka and Rhonda and Sherry. Silver Granny and her Grumpy Gnome, that's Lynn. Star Trap, that's Linda. Susan Fernandez, Suzanne Rivard, SWO, that's Sherry. The Shelley Studio, that is Margot. Tina Schwanberg. I know I missed some of y'all because it was kind of moving around there. Pia. Okay. If I missed you, just, give me a little extra pinky hello. All right, so here's my plan today. I'm going to go top view. Because I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think I even mentioned it a while back about doing something kind of fun in black and white and whatever. But we have all these really cool doodly stamps and geometric kind of things, and I think that it would be fun to mix them, and then, because there is still an and then, do a little of my own doodling in between them to connect them. How does that sound?
Hot diggity.
And by just happenstance, I have this, what did, Dagnabbit, what did Kylie Koo call this? See, in our little zine book, I think they just call this an accordion fold.
Hello.
Or accordion structure.
Erna.
Kylie Koo had a different name for it. I meant to write that down.
There was somebody else.
We've also heard
it
as a meandering.
Meandering. That's what I call it.
But Kylie Koo had a different name for it, and I really liked it. But this is what happens when you watch things too late at night.
Concertina?
No, because a concertina is actually like just a regular. I mean, technically, I guess it would be, but because you cut it and do this one-page structure, it kind of has a different thing about it. Where a concertina would just be purely a
accordion.
Yeah, and of course, I don't really have like, oh, here, this is a good one. This is a good. It's just plain Jane, panels that you have connected and turned into a this.
Hello, Jensen and Lisa Mingus.
This needed some.
And Michelle with 2 L's.
This was my submission to the
Lee. Hello, Lee.
See, this is and you just.
Carrie called it something, she said.
That's a concertina. This was my submission to the state fair last year that was just a honorable mention. Poo-poo on them. They didn't know what it was. That's why they only had to mention it, I guess.
Well, I think mine was mentioned too. I don't know what they mentioned.
No, but you got into the show. I had to go pick mine up. Mine didn't even get in the show. Vinela. She got to hang out at the fair.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's kind of a, something.
Well, if you look at the rest of the stuff there, I don't know necessarily.
No, I think they needed to expand out their mixed media and or, include books and things and sculpture. Because technically Vinela would be like sculpture. Now, you didn't sculpt her, but you... I don't know. See, again, it's just... Yeah.
I don't know either. I don't care, but I'm not going to do it again.
No. It was kind of a whip.
Hello, Lee.
Okay, so... What's in the chicken chat? I just look over and see that. And hello, everybody that's coming in. Now, remember, give those thumbsy upsies.
Yes.
60 of y'all here and 34 likes.
Hello, Jane.
Thumbsy
says it's a good mythical Monday.
Okay, so
Carrie called it a meandering zine. Meandering. Zine.
That's we've used that before because that actually I think is in the Art of the Fold. That's like that what they call it. That's what we have called it before, along with just being. But she had a different Kylie Koo. Y'all check her out like in the last 2 or 3 videos.
Hello, Kim.
She made a huge one because she had big drop paper.
Oh.
And on the fly, I was very impressed by this because this is not how like my brain works. Because I was like, woo. She switched it up because she's like, well, she had folded it out all evenly. And then she's like, well, I kind of want the panels to be smaller. So then she folded it back another way. And I'm like, woo. That was a bold move. Scared me.
Did she do that after she cut it?
No.
Oh.
No, but because like when she had it folded out, she was like, oh, well, these are kind of big. So then she did another half fold with it and then did the cut business. But it was a big piece. Like that was something, another thing. Like we don't have the space for dealing with such a situation.
Okay, got some more people coming in. Hello, Carla and Michelle with 1L. I love that. Oh.
All right, so
thanks, Mo, for putting that in.
I don't know what the status of this ink pad is.
Well, you should do it on a piece of paper that you can,
See, I like my little ink pad downstairs.
Here's your trial paper.
I got this one. Do you have black ink? Ooh.
You mean like a refill?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like I opened this recently, but these don't stay.
That one's getting kind of low.
I know, mine is too. I need to get us. Oh, well, no. This is like fullish. Mine downstairs is
no, but
empty.
I handed you the full one. I've got another one here that's just has a
yeah, mine downstairs is
teeny tiny amount in it. We don't want to be without that because that's my
go-to is the black, and then that's how I do the stamp stuff too. See, I think. But the other thing that's happening is because see those distress oxides are on there, almost crusty. But that could be that black or the gray ink coming up through too.
Oh, that stuff keeps on giving, that's for sure. Hi, Rhonda.
Ooh, that was way juicy. We'll see what that does over here.
Now, one thing I would say, and I like these that.
Oh yeah, that's better. I don't even have
the oxides work better on plain paper because the paper absorbs them, and then they don't. They're more likely to set. I think.
Yes and no, because the oxides are meant for you to come back and like spray them, and then they do the water thing. That's their purpose.
I see. Yeah. Well, I like them because you can see them. I don't necessarily like their the properties other than the color.
Right. So these are the latest stamps by Darcy.
Hello, Joan.
They're whimsical trees. They come with little, stumpy things too. There's like my hair. Sorry.
Like trunks.
Yeah, little trunks. And then I think they're going to go really well with some of like Fran's latest ones. These are branching out. This is Eddie's Bobble Eye. These are some of the five of the doodle flowers.
I'm glad I wanted to use those. I just didn't. They weren't.
Well, your chicken story really became
the focus,
which you needed to.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting kind of bored with the chickens. That's how I do things. I just see something somebody else is doing.
I'll take over. I'll finish your chicken story for you. All right, I'm going to try to keep my hands
Art.
This idea. Oh, I didn't stamp.
Are you going across the page?
I am.
Oh.
I want to connect things. And then see, I have to be careful because these are going to go like this. Oh, and see, I kind of need to do, this will be the back side. I don't know if we're going to do all sides. We'll just kind of focus on 3 panels. So you guys will get the idea of what I'm doing. I don't know how long we're going to do this, if this is going to extend across multiple Mondays or not. We'll just see how much y'all can stand and how much I can stand.
Hello, Lindsay. Lindsay Lloyd. And Rhonda. A different Rhonda. Rhonda Mudloff.
Go there.
Thanks, Mo, for putting that in. Boy, I'll tell you what, she's on top of it.
She is. Isn't this thing cool? I love this little stumpy thing. It could be a lot of things. Because you could turn these into mushrooms. I don't think that you even have to like stamp all the things together. You know, like you don't have to put them together.
Oh, and Jean wanted to know about the names of the chickens. Well, you'll have to come back tomorrow. Because they have been named.
Here's my thing. You need to wrap up the chicken story. You have to give it, like, some kind of thing. Not that you end up having to, like, finish it out and write, you know, like, put it into the book or artwork or whatever. But you have to finish the story, because then that way what I can do is I can bring it all together for you. But you got to finish the story. Or get close to it.
Well.
Howdy do. So my whole thought with this was, so you'll kind of get an idea. And if you want to stay engaged with this or whatever. It's just to connect everybody up. I don't know how entertaining this is. But then again, this is sometimes why we have chat.
This is true. I could be reading that. Let me see. Wrap up the chicken story. Put the chickens into a chicken pot pie. Oh, I love chicken pot pie. I know I've gone into this whole thing about, what is the name of that place where we used to go and they stopped making chicken pot pies, Mariah?
The Grand Lux Cafe at the Galleria in Dallas.
Yeah. And I mean, they had...
It was really very gourmet.
My goodness. It was one of those phyllo dough crusts on top. And such yumminess within. Susan Fernandez says the Swiss Chalet had a good chicken pot pie. Queen P, did you see that? It's Lindsay's from the UK's birthday today. I did not. I haven't been over there. I'm sorry to say. I was messing around with my... well, other things. Mariah told me not to talk about anything political today, so I'm not going to. Oh, I know, it does sound deliciously decadent. They had all kinds of yummy kind of gravy stuff inside of it, and the vegetables were al dente. I don't know if it's dente or dent. Al dente. It would be E if it were Spanish. It would sound that out. Yes, don't forget your thumbsies upsies. I never know because I think I need to refresh.
And my ink is not fully dried, so I'm getting a little, transfer here.
That's all right.
We're just gonna live with it. I do not love. This is not, well, I like this one better. Well, then I like some of the other.
Here, why don't you try this one? This is a new one I have.
These make me flipping crazy. What is this? Stedler Tri Plus Fine Liner. Ugh, see, that's at the same point, but let's see. Alright, well, at least it has enough ink in it that it's doing something, but it still makes me angry.
Hello, Dawn. Dawn Rollison.
Hello.
And Jeannie. Home Mama 4.
Just Jean.
Hello, Jean. Jeannie. Those are some names that I don't... There's Anina. I know Anina. Please distract me. Just had a burst. Oh, she misses her father. I know.
I do too.
Mariah just, we had a little... And she wanted to know, is Mariah... Oh, she is a doodler from way back. I mean, she used to, at her other jobs that she had, she would doodle.
We framed some of them.
She would do them on sticky notes, and I took them away and had them framed. I need to take our portraits, Mariah.
I gotta find mine.
Oh, and I'm telling you what, the thing that I know there were a lot of you here yesterday for the Sunday stream with the long haul. This is going to be one of the most awesome long hauls ever.
She's very pumped up
I
about
know
it.
I didn't get that many, I didn't get a record number of pulls off of it, but the ones that I did get are really good. So, you know, come back tomorrow.
Chickens in a pole.
Well, I don't, I'm not sure that my chicken business will be necessarily quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Hello, Maritza. Hola.
Hey, Dar.
Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, that's Dar.
Dar. Yeah, I'll try to remember to grab those off the wall. I don't know if I can reach them though. They're over this fish tank, and that's.
Are y'all entertained by this?
Oh, how am I doing with my hand? Well, I've got my brace back on. I've just noticed that it fatigues quickly, more quickly than normal. Because, I mean, I don't know that. Yeah, it's much better, I will say. And Mariah, have you ever done neurographic art?
No, I like this. This is what I like. And I just think that, if you are a hesitant doodler, like I don't know how to get started, I think that's why these stamps are so cool. And this is where I was like, oh man, this will be fun because it kind of gives you little starting points.
Oh, it does look like AJ.
And then you can,
Yeah, for sure. Rhonda says she likes the swoopy swirly. We really like that. Do you have your swoopy swirly bracelet on today?
No, because I was wearing more goldy stuff.
Oh, well, I don't mind mixing metals.
And I knew I was going to be drawing, so I didn't put anything on this. She can do a lot more things with jewelry on. It sort of makes me crazy. I gotta have free movement.
Thanks for putting those in, Mo. Okay, Lynn says, my son Kenneth was a constant doodler from age of 5. He always carried a pen and a roll of adding machine tape with him and doodled whenever he had a spare moment. Oh, I love that story.
There, that might be a little better. Okay, where are we at here? Not happy that some of my lines have a little, but I'm also, it's tricky to be able to make it to where you guys can see in my. Hopefully, I think.
Well, I have a very hard time with that because of my bifocals. Well, my trifocals. I'm really thinking about, I don't know how much I need that far away.
Right.
I mean, I'm not out hunting coyotes or anything. So I don't know that I need that far vision on my, and it just takes up a lot of room. So I think if I would move my reading part up significantly on my lens, then I would be more able to read in bed. Mm-hmm. Dawn says she loves that stamp. Which one?
I know Darcy's new stuff here, the doodle.
Well, I think these are looking really splendid, Mariah. Eddie says he can picture pea hunting coyotes. Well, I actually didn't hunt them. I just went along for the ride because you would go at night in the pickup truck and you would be in the back and they would have spotlights, and it was a hot mess of a whole lot of things could really go wrong. There was always alcohol involved, which makes the decision making but usually the coyotes were pretty safe. I don't ever remember us ever hitting one, but we would shoot at them. Yeah, those were the days. Oh, Allison says, I wear progressives and have computer glasses, that are set to near distances only. I use them all day long and only switch to my regular glasses to drive.
I've kind of been doing that, like with the readers when I'm on my phone at night.
Mm-hmm.
Love those. I'm like,
well, see, maybe I just need to do that.
yeah.
Eddie said he's never held a gun in his life. I've held a lot of them. That's kind of, the whole
Living in the country.
Living in the country business. You learned how to shoot. I really like a 22, and I was a darn good shot. Mine was mostly target practice. I didn't actually kill animals. I guess I just need to go in and tell them I just need some readers for nighttime.
Go to Walmart or to, and heck, I got mine at Home Depot.
Well, how do you know which ones
you put them on, and if you can read things, they're working. The readers is in the name. If you can read with them, you're doing great.
Oh, this is great. I wear progressive lenses with prism added. I don't know what that means.
I think that's the reflective stuff for the screen.
Oh. Doctor said you have to find the sweet spot. Yeah, no kidding. Susan Fernandez says, my mom used to off the bunnies with a slingshot and marbles. She was deadly accurate. Hey, I'm telling you what, everybody thinks about those bunnies, those little fluffy boogers are all, wonderful and whatever.
Hey, when they're eating
but
your
they
garden.
can decimate a garden in one night. Yeah. Heather says she gets hers at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. You can order them online. Once you kind of know your what the level is, then you can order them online.
Well, Eddie, I hate to tell you this, but it's like you have to be born there, and you have to be born out in the country where there's not a lot of alternate activities. So you learn how to shoot a gun, and that's what you do. Oh, well, Susan got her 3 pair of glasses free with her Costco cash back.
There you go. See, next time you go to Costco, I bet you they even have the little readers there.
Oh, they do. That's where that's actually where I got my glasses in Alaska, because the glasses place were ridiculously priced. Okay, Mo is saying, please will Mariah pull the Darcy tree stamp back into the screen so the new people joining can see how her doodle started. Pretty please. The one you stamped on the paper.
Yeah, but see, now they have the black ink on them, so they're a little less, but these are them.
No, where's the one you did your practice thing on? The piece of paper with the practice thing. Yeah, I think that's going to be.
Yeah. And then
Yes,
I was
and that is
curious how it was going to come through. Because some of my other idea about all this. So, okay, I'm going to continue on with that. We'll come back to it again. But then some of my other idea.
Oh, and it's coming through, Mariah.
I know. I am glad that we're all on board of recognizing that. But I think what I'll do is bring in things like this. And back it.
I can't believe you didn't shoot guns in Arkansas when you were on the lakes. Heavens to Betsy. I don't know, Eddie. You just got to come to Texas. I'll get out my pistol and we'll go to the shooting range.
Do you have that?
What? Bob's pistol? Yeah.
Is it over at storage?
No. It's in Castle's room in the drawer. It's not loaded, Mariah.
I'm not on board with this.
It's a 6-shooter. It's what he used to kill rattlesnakes on the ditch bank.
I think you're supposed to have it registered.
Oh, horse pucky. I wouldn't even know how to go about that. And I've been through this whole thing. It was painful enough getting my driver's license here in Texas. Good God Almighty. If I'd had my gun, I would have killed somebody.
Lovely.
It was just, I could not believe it. I could not believe the apathy of the people.
Okay, so we're going to talk about art.
Going to talk about art. Okay, let's get back. I will go. Mark says I will go target practice with you, P. See, there we go.
Wonderful. I'm going to ship her off to you, Mark. Pick her up at the airport or whatever.
Hi, Sandy. Sandy's here.
Hi, Sandy.
And here's Carrie.
Hey, and Carrie, I'm assuming because I think his package should be getting to him soon.
Nicola Fungerling says the art of shooting, and she has a cry laugh. Pardon me, laughy face.
Well, there is an art to it, and I think there's a place for it, but yeah, we're moving on.
And Mark says, "Come on."
All right.
You know, I just think that my dad took us out and taught us gun safety and how to use a gun in a proper way and the responsibility. And it was also always in a cabinet that was not locked, but it had a table in front of it.
No, that one cabinet was locked. I remember that even.
But this was when he used to keep it over in that little built-in corner that was next to the stove. Yeah, when he got a whole lot more guns, that one was locked. But
you know, and I hadn't even thought about that for years. That, I mean, we knew you don't mess with it.
Yeah, and my dad wasn't somebody that you took lightly. He'd beat your ass in a New York minute. But these are country folk. Oh, I don't like to shoot armadillos. No. Yeah, and I know they can be destructive little things, but boy, are they. They're like possums. They're really good for the environment because they eat a lot of
They do. And I will tell you that. So bugs. I think this morning was funny on the walk. We were, and here we'll just kind of, segue this into, cute animals and whatnot. So we have quite the armadillo population out here, I think. Probably.
I've seen one.
But they come through, and remember in that side yard over there, they root up.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. And then this morning over on one of the sidewalks, he was like, gosh, there's grass everywhere. And it was like little chunks of it. And I said, that's from the armadillos. She was pretty excited about that. And then we always see, tons of rabbits. And she likes to kind of chase them. And she's really convinced that some of them want to come and chat with her. Like, I don't know that that's really. Oh, and then there's this neighborhood kitty, which is so cute. And she's kind of, I think it's a girl kitty. She's just chatty. Like, she'll meow at you. Meow, 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 meow. But we see her, like, all over. And I'm kind of wondering, so at one point in time, we had a cat visit us here in the house. Like, came through the doggy door and just was like toodle-doing around. And then Bentley was like, nay, nay, and chased that cat out of here. I mean, dead heat, kind of situation. And I think that might be the same kitty.
Oh.
Yeah.
How about that?
All right, so these are laser printed. So it's going to kind of offer me two things, which is, it won't bleed, because if I were to use inkjet, it would probably bleed through, most likely. And then, we've got more of the black and white, which I think is pretty cool. And we're going to thicken this whole thing up. I think this is the way I need to go with this. Is that right? Yes. This was my cover. This needs to fold back this way. And that goes that way.
Okay, so Dawn says she lives in the UK also, so always a bit reticent to order from the US in case I get stung with taxes.
So
I don't know how that works. Mariah, Can you address that?
All right, so here's a couple of options. Now, we don't put everything over on Etsy. Like, if you want to know exactly what you're paying, what you're getting, and VATs and all that are included, Etsy is kind of the way to order. Now, our pricing over on Etsy is more expensive because we have to pay a lot more little fees and all kinds of other little things. So just FYI. And then we do not automatically, like when we list something on our website, it does not automatically end up on Etsy. So you'll probably not see some of the most recent things there. So that's something else to kind of keep in mind. That being said, there are certain amounts, and then if you are more worried about that, some of our UK people might be able to offer you a little bit more information as far as like maybe an amount, because I don't know that. Now with Canada, we always ship it regular postal service because no matter what, if we use any other carrier, their fees are crazy. And a lot of times they don't, if it's under a certain amount, they don't get those fees, all that, what is it like? Well, VAT and kind of thing. But I don't think Canada has a VAT, but they certainly have things.
Well, Nicola said she ordered to Germany and no taxes happened, so
Yeah.
we're good there.
So
That's
see,
good.
and it really does depend on the country, and
Yeah.
I kind of think it depends on even the area, like which ports and things it comes into. There are a lot of variables, so that's why I'm not being very sorry. I cannot commit to a full-on answer for you, but
yeah. The limit is 150 whatever pounds. I don't know.
Okay.
And then Carrie said that he left Etsy.
Oh, he left. He's no
Yeah,
longer.
he's no longer there. I knew he was phasing it out.
Yeah. So see, I mean, that's pretty groovy.
And Mo said that she had to pay fees on stuff from PM.
Oh, you didn't? Yeah. And I think we could kind of even mix some of this up. So it's like, if I do a couple of panels with the stamped stuff, and then over here on this side, I go in. And so these panels that I'm going to do here.
Hi,
This is where
Panka.
it gets a little tricky.
Oh, and Paula's here with us. She's putting her groceries away.
All right.
Just been to the store. And they do have taxes and fees in the Netherlands.
Oh, yeah.
also.
Theirs is the worst, actually. Like, no matter what. I mean, because Paula's one of our designers, we send her samples, and I mark it as samples. I don't understand why they get charged for that. Because it's not like there shouldn't be any exchange.
I agree with that,
But
Brenda and Patricia.
But they're like, they're still going to get theirs, I guess. I don't know. Okay. What? I think, see, this might be kind of cool. All right, so if I go into that one.
Or you might use your one with your background stuff with the squares. The little square ones.
Uh-huh. This? You think on this panel?
I think because it kind of keeps that going.
Okay. Breaks it. It's sort of interesting because there's like a more organic version, and then you go into this guy. Okay. I'm down with that.
And, even if you did a really light stamp, or you could go over it with other things, that might be cool too.
I was thinking about that, and this is where, actually, here, look.
Mm-hmm. I think I like
bird's nest. So these are
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me move up. Sorry. I'm trying to keep some interesting things in the picture here, so that way,
Okay, so what? Oh, can you mark it as a gift, or is that legal?
That is not, because that is not what it is, and that makes me very nervous, because we ship so many things. If it was a one-off thing, I don't think probably a big deal. But we ship a ton of things. And I feel like we're on some list. Like a watch list of like, are they acting or, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. I feel like, like follow the law.
Oh, okay. Well, they're loving what you're doing, Mariah.
Okay.
And thanks, Mo, for bringing that up because, yeah, if we could get away with that, we certainly would. I just know that I would not have. But I think that it could come back and bite us.
Yeah.
In the posterior.
For sure. Okay, now here's the question.
The Arty FBI are watching us, Mariah.
I feel like that. That is so true.
Hello, Hoarder Paper Crafts.
Hey, Mimi. Okay, now here are some options. We don't have to 100% keep this all black and white. Like, I've shown you enough of what my vision was that, like, I can now
expand it.
Be prepared to modify my plan. I'm all on board with that.
I also think that this makes it a whole lot more interesting if you're not just having to do the same thing over and over again.
Okay, so I'm thinking that if we utilize maybe like pumice stone or black soot with these, then we could even stamp over. Because I think that's the cool thing about these. Like, these are kind of a base, like, cool, layerable. Yeah. They're able to layer.
And Lynn just mentioned something that I agree with. I put a dash of red in key places as a focal point. Yeah.
I like that. Hey, and we're stamping to paper. So that means
you can use the really gooey stuff.
We can use the gooey stuff. But we'll do that here in a minute. Because I think, we want to get the base stuff down.
Okay, and you can holler at me. And do you have all the stamps that you need in that?
I'm pretty happy with this because these are, some of our most recent ones that I really did want to kind of showcase. And then, they make me happy. I'm good with the options that I have so far.
Yes, Brenda says layerable.
Layerable. Okay, that's what she...
This is a zine design.
It is.
But she spelled it Dezine.
Mm-hmm. Design.
Zine.
Okay, so what are we feeling? I do have the scorched timber. Now that sort of has a bit more of a warm tone to it, like it's almost brown. Then we have the pumice stone black soot.
That's brownie, that one.
Yeah. It's kind of mushroomy almost.
Yeah.
So we're a no on that. That brings in a different kind of situation.
I really think it does, and it really isn't quite as browny as it is on the
So let's test out. Now, this is from the large set. This is a set of 7 of these bad boys. Here, let me show you.
This is the thing, Mariah. You can go ahead and do it on your trial paper.
I think I'm going to do that.
Eddie says pumice stone.
So
I kind of agree with that.
I'm kind of
and see, I like that one that has a more squared off rectangular shape to it.
7. These are the 7. And then you can get it in a smaller size. Here's the little one. See? Those are the options.
Oh, yeah. Those, and see that one that has that little quirky thing on it, little tail on it?
You think that's
that would segue in with your...
Okay, I'm going to put these back in because I'm running out of space here. But I want y'all to see everything. And I think Sophia just posted some information regarding, like, she did some things with her stamps. Okay, let's see.
Thanks, Mo, for putting those in. I really, I wanted I wanted to use some of these for my chicken Landia. But I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just haven't quite figured out how it's going to work in, but my book is not finished.
No.
Mariah's pushing me.
Okay, so there's the 2 options.
I'm waiting for it to show up on my screen. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I think that's muy bueno.
You like both?
I want you to use both.
The answer is both. The answer is
yes. And
yes.
I love how they overcross.
Overcross. Mm-hmm. Okay.
That looks absolutely
Yeah, I'm
fantastic.
gonna leave that there. Okay, let's overcross then. I think it's cool to have the darker one down because you really do notice more that that lighter one is
Is
on
that how you
top.
started that?
Mm-hmm.
I think that you should do whatever it is you did there.
Okay.
So you're using pumice stone and weathered wood?
Pumice stone and black soot.
Pumice stone and black soot.
And then remember, there was already
Yeah, some on there.
yeah, and
Whatever from the black.
yeah, and I got a. This is how things work at PM Artist Studio. Unless it's brand new and you have seen us open it out of the package, we cannot guarantee that things have not been
The
altered.
color that you will be getting is the
Right.
one that is really, truly there.
Now, these are, I'm pretty sure, but the one I have downstairs, because I was running out of ink, because I did take one of these downstairs. Then
You have already adulterated it?
I did, because...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, don't even. You were the queen of it. Look at how cool that looks, breaking off into that.
And it does. It just is.
And then the cool thing about this too is, so if you keep using these, and
Patricia says they look like gourd birdhouses.
so see,
Especially
you
this one.
automatically get a gradient when you just sort of start stamping off the. Sorry, I shouldn't have wiggled that as much as it did, and it's on top of some gluey business because I got a little cry with the glue. Apologies, y'all. Apologies. But see
That looks really cool.
nifty that looks. Okay. Boo boo biddy boo. And then see the glue there, but we'll try to fix that.
I'm not seeing it from here.
That's good. There's a glue situation.
I didn't know. Okay.
So the stamping is more entertaining, I think, than my doodling.
Becky says Eddie, that should be a hashtag prompt for Nightbot. Disclaimer. Unless you see it come out of the package, assume it's been altered.
We should. Remind me of that later, Becky. I will put that as a
Alterations may have occurred.
no, not may. It should be like just assume that they have. That's cool. Love that. That little bum down there. I'm so pleased with that. Now, hopefully that dries quickly.
And the other thing, yeah, it takes a long time to dry, is you could go ahead with your pen and make some connections.
Oh, yeah, because then you can, come in here and kind of...
Be careful with your pen, because if you get it into that stuff, it's going to screw it up.
Yeah, like if I wanted to bring this across.
Eddie Gray-hearted you.
Awesome.
Just continue, and connect it with the shapes there, so that it looks like it's going behind the shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Laura Benz says that looks cool.
Because once again, I want the whole thought process of this is because I think, I know when Carrie first started doing his doodling, he was really kind of like, the whole starting of it was the hardest part. I believe that, and to be able to know what to do. So when you have little launching off points, that may help some of y'all. I don't know.
Carla says she's motivated to get the ladder and take down her box of inks. You make sure you have a spotter. Anytime you go up on a ladder, you need to have somebody there, not necessarily catch you, because that just hurt them too. But they can, call the emergency services.
911 ready.
Yeah. I love this, what you're doing right now, because I think it really emphasizes the organic connectedness of the two separate pages.
Mm-hmm.
And Becky says she would like those stamps as a stencil.
These.
Well, hold out your hand. Sometimes what you wish for and what you get isn't necessarily the same thing, Becky. I'm still wishing for some things.
She is.
And I feel like I'm down on the bottom of the list.
I think that's kind of still sticky. Okay, well, what do you think?
I love that. Now just go up and do that a little bit more on all the, and I know it's hard because you can't touch those with your the back of your hand.
No, I think this might be pretty dry. I think we're good.
Lindsay says cool. Carla says she's going to put her phone in her pocket and the neighbors are nearby.
There you go.
Very good. Yeah.
I like this. You've got a plan.
You got a plan.
Okay. Do we want to bring in, like, because I have, now that's a different gray. I don't know that I love that. Thoughts, feelings, y'all?
I think you should stay with the black.
Okay.
Just simply because I think it gives more of a nod to what's happened on the prior page. Okay. And it also...
These pens are making me angry. I just,
Well, here, do you need a new Identa pen?
No, I need a proper, like this. This is what I needed.
Very good. I have a box of Identa pens. I bought my own.
There we go. All right, you need to read things or...
I'm reading things. Well, actually, I'm watching you, so... Mm-hmm. Okay, well, they also, if you don't have a pocket, you can stick it in your bra.
Mm-hmm. These are all very good
They are. Solving. I'll tell you what, I don't ever show you the bottom part of my body here, but I have these pants that I order from Amazon, and they're men's pajamas, but they have huge pockets that... And I buy them like super, super large so that the pockets go almost to my knees. Mm-hmm. But I love these pants. They're not hot. They're comfortable. They're soft. Mm-hmm. All of the above. And yeah, deep pockets. I buy them Eddie size. Yes, I do. They made fun of me at the airport. Well, they didn't make fun, but they made note of.
Yeah. They chuckled.
Yeah. I don't know what a brocket is. That's what, yeah, the bra pocket. She took hers off one night and out fell my car keys, a 10-pound note, and a lateral flow test. I don't know what a lateral flow test is, but I love it. Yeah.
Hey, I think that's turned out pretty good.
That absolutely looks fantastic. It really does. And, this is one of the ways to create perception of depth is overlapping. Mm-hmm. Whereas my little kids used to call it underlapping.
Underlapping?
Jean says, sweaty money they pull out at the local yard sale. Ew. Oh my goodness, I didn't. Pockets were banned during the French Revolution, allegedly, as women were subversive. Enter the chatelaine.
Hmm.
Little bit of history stuff going on here.
Yeah.
Love that. Brenda also wears pocketed pajamas.
It's just regular attire or just,
Around the house.
Yeah.
She says she has a small general store in her pockets. Well, I've gone to bed at night with mine that I had on earlier, and I'm going, gosh darn, my hip's really hurting. And then I feel into my pocket, and I've got all kinds of
things,
lumpy things in my pocket. I always love finding money.
You don't go anywhere. No money. Okay, well, I mean, I will, again, I think this is something to continue on, but that's fun. Okay.
I think that looks absolutely cool.
Now, let's see here. Okay, so now I can stamp more on this one.
Because now you know it's not going to go
right,
through.
But this one, I don't want to stamp on or do doodling from this side because, you see, this is our...
Oh, yeah, the thing that you just stamped.
Yeah, so we don't want to mess that up. So what we could do is, bring in some of this here. And the cool thing about the meandering hooty-doo, now that's going to close up there. So do
you want my little chopper?
All right, we got to think about this too as it, goes back into its book form.
Here's my little chopper, Mariah.
So, are we going to... the little baby chopper. Are we going to...
Hello, Anthony.
display this ever as, like, we're going to unfold it? Or do we care? And then, do I leave it like this and then maybe we just glue this down? Thoughts? Feelings?
I was reading, I'm not sure here.
Would you like me to ask that again?
Please.
Okay, because this is a meandering cut book, we have the whole ability to fold it back out once it's complete to see how everything sort of maybe matches up.
And see, I think that is interesting because when I did my first one, I just did it laid out.
Right.
And did the cutting later on, and things just ended up wherever they ended up.
Right.
This is a more planned,
yes,
controlled approach.
Yes. And the thing is do I want it to be able to fold back out? Or are we just
going to glue some of the pages?
Committed to it being an accordion at this point and then just glue those panels together?
But, I think those are questions that everybody must, it's a personal choice thing.
What do you guys think? What are your feelings?
All right. Carrie says, I personally believe a zine represents a book. Therefore, it doesn't get opened up. But there are no rules.
Mm-hmm.
I think what would be interesting is if you made a teeny tiny meandering zine and had a little pocket, or, one of the pages that you didn't glue it all together, but you just had a little pocket, you could stuff it down in there.
Well, so we could. And look, we have little mushrooms that could be like, it could be in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then it, comes out. So let's do that. So I'll glue it, but I'm just going to glue it around the back side and here. So then the pocket part will be here.
I think that's great.
Okay. Or
And that's what Lynn said. She just said the same
Okay,
thing.
cool.
If you glue some of the pages, you could create pockets to hide secrets.
Okay, we know we got some secrets.
Yeah. And Rhonda said she would glue some together for stability.
Yeah, because it is a little
Wobbly.
And now that we're sort of adding weight in certain areas and maybe not in all areas, I think this is important to sort of secure our
and
our
Yanka,
sections.
yeah, she said the same thing. Hello, Estella. Didn't see you until just now. I saw your pink hands. And she says that she made a pocket in a zine.
All right.
And Brenda likes leaving pockets. Shannon is here, but she's not able to chat.
Okay. Hello, Shannon. No worries.
No worries.
And those of you that have come in, do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. You don't have to, be full on chatters, but we do like to know, and then give those thumbsy upsies if you haven't.
Okay, Becky made a comment here that I think is important. Another important thing to consider is, do you want this to be easily reproducible?
Yeah, this is not a reproducible one. Well,
I don't know. I think it almost could be, because especially if you're keeping it black and white. But if you're going to copy it, you have to wait until it's done.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what I just did there made that not an option.
Ah.
Because it won't fold out. Well, I mean, that's not really necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. Now, the length of this thing. Yeah, I mean, there's always a way. There's always a way.
Becky says, check out that awesome glue muff on that art glitter glue.
Muff by Becky.
I have one. It's gray. You should be using it. It goes with your zine.
Oh, is this too much color for what's happening?
You see?
Yeah, so hold on. And my folding was not, spot on, but I know y'all aren't judging me, right?
Eddie says he loves the colors in that glue muff. Well, mine's gray, and I like the color of mine too.
Ours is gray. Okay, so now that decision has been solidified.
Brenda's doing housework. Oh, that's a bummer.
Okay, Brenda. Get it done, girl. Get it done. I did laundry all weekend long.
Glue muff.
Even on my birthday.
Goodness.
Okay, see, that's a good stopping point. But I think something to consider, because, see, in this whole situation, this is sort of a little funky, which will also then indicate, hey, this is where the pocket is in our whole folding out business. So I think what would be fun is if we think about when this flops this away, what's going to come out of there. See what I'm saying?
As you continue on. I love it. Okay. Becky said, I'm a rusty junkyard in a thunderstorm. You should have
right.
You should have a tetanus shot available as a backup.
See, I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, Carla's returned. She made it back alive. She found a mini ink pad of black soot. She's so happy.
Wonderful. All right, this is going to be kind of tricky to line up. We'll make it happen.
Okay, this is what Silver Granny says. Becky, if you crochet a little dangly things on the glue muff, it becomes a glue twiddle muff. Hey, I could do that to mine right now too, but I'm not going to do that.
This here is I don't know which number it is, but this is branching out. There are
Mo put it in.
Yep.
She's already done it.
So if you just do the little click down, the picture will change. It'll tell you which one it is.
Oh, and she's going to knit some beads into it. Well, I'll send my back and you can do that for mine too.
Gotta be careful what you talk about, Becky. Okay, what is up this? Like, I know there's ink in there, and I think it's
Paula's dusting off her chair. I don't know if she feels it coming. something. Oh, the thunderstorm?
Good golly. Taking some work.
No, you can have my big one.
I don't want your big one. I don't like the big one.
Rain!
But I am going to do this. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to mix it up, y'all. There we go. You know, that business. Okay. We're going to just kind of hope for the best here. We'll make it happen, y'all. I'll make it happen.
Yes, Fran stamps.
Yes. And if that, oh man. Okay. I was really hoping that was going to line up there, but that's all right. That's all right.
What was supposed to line up?
I kind of wanted the branch to line up with that, but it's still, you know, in a way, it's.
Well, yeah, it's just being hidden behind that part there. I think that's going to be great. Paula, she loves it. I love it too.
Do I want another branch to come through there?
I think you're just going to have to leave that other one.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gonna think upon that.
Well, I just don't know how you're going to incorporate that into the other page.
Tell you. I think
Jen says this is looking beautiful.
Well, thank you. I think that, this is one of those things where, like, if you want, if you don't want a lot of mookie muck happening, see, because I got some transfer from here, you've got to sort of let things set for a moment. But, that's not very conducive to a live stream situation.
Oh, that's just, you can stamp over that. That's no.
Actually, what we could do, okay, the stamps are taking over. And
you're running out of room.
I am. My meandering is meandering.
Carla's excited. The colors that she needs are still juicy.
Oh, hey.
Yeah,
that's an exciting situation.
Is a factor.
And I could. I'm a little obsessive about that. I could be a little. Oh, see, I've already kind of grayed up a little bit. Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Nicola wants you to draw one of those bubbly thingies on the left side.
Okay. Well, hold on. We're not. We're gonna stamp some more, and then I'll start to draw a little bit.
Eddie is not. Eddie is probably just as well. I can see this going south in a New York minute.
What?
This combo.
This combo? Why?
Combo. Not combo.
Oh.
No, you just carry on.
And I'm getting marks everywhere, but we'll try to fix that with the whole.
Oh yeah, you are. What are you doing that for?
Well, because I've got ink on my fingers and ink on the stamps.
I swear, dude, somebody asked me how I can get paint off my hands very easily. That stamping stuff, I end up with that all over the place. It's in my face. It's, once I looked up and I even had some on my ear.
It's everywhere.
And that stuff doesn't come out very easily. Mm-hmm. Hello, Leah. She says Leah. She's loving this.
Okay, good. That makes me happy. Now, Fran will be using her stamps this week.
What day is that?
Wednesday. Noon our time. 6 p.m. her time. That's in the UK.
I'm really getting hungry. We might have to go eat before we go vote.
Okay. Don't want to vote on an empty stomach.
No, it'll make me cranky.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be lines.
Oh, thanks, Mo, for putting that in. She put Fran's channel in.
Thank you. There, see? We're fixing things. Fixing things, y'all. Fixing. Ain't fixing to fix. I'm fixing.
I really love that stamp so much. I just can't tell you how much I love that stamp.
I love all of these stamps.
I know, but this one just really hits my happiness.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Now, what? May I have a wet wipe? Because I've got to, like, kind of wipe up some things over here because I'm sure. Can I have a wet wipe?
Sure.
Pretty please. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, what I could do is put it that way. Okay, I'm going to let that dry for a second. Off to the side there.
Okay. The silver granny's leaving. She's got to drop out and go make hamburger buns.
Okay.
She's going to finish watching on the television.
Alrighty. Okay.
Oh, it says, oops, spoke too soon. Tuxedo black is making a fair gray. Hey, you know, that is one of the things that you can.
Yeah, I think that's okay. If it's or if you have a re-inker, just, you know, if you're alright with mooking up that stamp pad, just do it. That's my feeling upon it.
And Dawn says, I've only just found you and I'm already learning about other people and Arty stuff, which I love. Excellent. You just keep on coming back there. Hello, Maxine. She says she likes that stamp. I know. I think it just, I don't know, it hits me on just so many different levels and whatever. Yeah.
So, see, I'll come back in, do more doodling, and then we can cover up any other little messy uppy situations. And as long as we're sort of repeating pattern, I
Jean's
think
Gems says amazing.
it'll be all right. Like that. And I'm going to re-up that situation right there. Hello, kitty.
Yeah, you need to repeat that too.
You need to come get this kitty before he jumps
Kitty
up here.
baby, come here. Meow, meow, meow. Kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty.
You better get that kitty.
I'm going to get the kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Kitty baby. Oh, dear, you are, you kitty baby. I know. I'm such a tough guy, don't you? What is it? What do you need?
There we go. I merged those. Y'all see that?
Such a good kitty. Yes, you are. I don't know where have you been? Been hiding out somewhere?
In the closet.
I don't know where he was earlier.
He's usually in my closet. Look at that. All right, you reading chat?
Yeah, I am now that I'm back, but I've got to catch up here and see where I left off. Okay. Carla says she does have re-inkers in another box. It's another ladder trip.
We understand.
Becky, she's driving now, still listening, but no chat. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Lee. She says listening. Hi, Lee.
Oh, we lost some folks.
We lost folks?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I think it's getting to the end here.
They're just like, okay. Hopefully y'all find this entertaining.
Carla's now, she's rethinking her shelf organization.
Trust me, we have that
we do that too. Okay, Jean. Adios. Sophia.
Is Sophia okay? She's been out. Okay, well, we gotta show you something. Hold on. Just wanted to kind of finish this out. So another
Leah said she's entertained.
Okay, good. Another thing
Hello,
that
Jocelyn.
you could do is kind of like once your ink is dry, I think what would be cool is if you came over and put a coat of the clear texture gesso over it, and then you could do all kinds of awesome pencil work. And maybe I even pass this on to you because that is totally your jam. Look at this though. Look, Sophia. And see how nice that does even run into that. I mean, it isn't spot on. It isn't exactly as I would really, really want it, but I think it does enough to boop and to boop. What do you think?
Okay, Sari's here. She says you gained me. I was journaling and couldn't chat, but I was here.
All right.
See, there's all kinds of people in the background.
Yeah, I love that.
That are tuned in, just not chatting.
Yeah.
I do that, especially, with my finger situation. Sophia says, I just posted in group today some pics of all the papers I've been making with our set.
I mentioned that.
We did mention, Mariah mentioned that. I didn't.
Well, and I'm a little, all right. I mean, I'm blowing on it. I really want to close it and kind of see how it.
Leah loves your bracelet with the buttons.
Thank you. P made that. This is like what, some belt strap or some piece of something.
It's webbing from for upholstery. It's from Margie.
And they're just hot glued on. But I tell you, she did a bang up job because seriously, like, this is held up. Okay. Boop, 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 boop.
Thank you. I know.
All right, we'll make another little pocket.
Have a little mushy room in there. And Sari says she's totally loving this meandering book.
Thank you. We're taking away its meandering ability, but we all know that that's its origins. Cheers to that.
And Sophia says, and people might find it fun to see the difference between seeing them in monochrome here, which is lovely, and lovely is all capitalized, and then mine, which are all the color all the time, because of course.
Yes.
I think it is, and they have such a different vibe, when you do the color and then you do the black and white.
You know what would even be super fun is like, so if you did a meandering book like this and you started out in black and white and then started adding color.
Little bit at a time, so it gradually turned into
and then like the last
full
page,
color.
All color.
Oh.
Love
Hello,
that idea.
Monroe. Hey, I've been doing my exercises.
Yes, she's like, I've been doing those exercises you sent me. I said, well, you need to Monroe.
And a couple of them are a little bit on the painful side. I don't know if if it hurts, I don't do it. That's my philosophy on life.
Mm-hmm, she does. So I
do thank you for I love the actual photographs because that means a lot more than telling me something.
Oh God, I know. I need visual aid for sure.
Okay, Sophia says, my next project with them is to use the transparent paints with them and do multiple layered stamping, just like I do with the stamping inks in my carved ones.
Nice.
Well, you'll have to post that too.
All right.
And she says, yes, ma'am. It causes pain. Stop. That's your body saying stop. Well, that's what they always told me in my yoga classes.
Ooh,
That, you know, you're not, we're not under the no pain, no gain philosophy here.
Should we bring this one in?
I can't say. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's a kind of weirdy one,
so
but
weird.
I love it.
I almost didn't like, because I was just like, okay, it is so different than the other ones, but in a way that it still fits. Which, you know.
Bye, Yanka. I wish I could come. I bet you're going to have something yummy for dinner.
See, I was speaking too highly of the bracelet not losing things, and all of a sudden it lost the thing. I'm going to glue it on with the, I think I see where it went. A little on the fly repair. There we go. That's funny. Okay.
This is style 3 of the branching out stamps. Yes. And they agree. It's bringing it in. It's cool.
Okay. So,
pardon me. Water. Where's my water?
I'm going to stamp across there. Yeah, and then I'll figure out something to do underneath the underneath part. But I really want this to actually, like, you know, really branch out. Y'all get it?
Yeah, that's what I always say.
Yeah. Tell you, these big stamps, man, they take some some doing to get them inked up. Okay. Okay, see, I'm starting to understand what part of the problem is here. I'm feeling like this might have been you, but maybe it was, oh no, it was me. Okay. Yeah, I see what's happening. Okay. I'm learning things, y'all. Some dots are being connected. All right, what folks saying? You're just
Maxine says yes. Everybody stop talking. Betsy, hello, Betsy. Betsy Arfman.
Hello, Betsy.
Good morning.
All right, so I connect there like that. Gotta be kind of committed. This one's a little tricky. I mean, it's cool because you can move it, but it does move. So you kind of want to, like, have a nice even pressure. And look at that. Pretty stoked about that. Okay. See, then you need to be careful. Ooh, not the pen. That's not the one.
Yes, Brenda. Uncomfortable is one thing, but painful is quite another. And I do try to stretch it to the point, you know, where, and when it starts hurting, I stop. Because I don't, you know, I mean, I don't want to re-injure anything because I've already dealt with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it can cause more damage. That's what I feel. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just do not want to go there. I don't know. I just don't know how it really happened that, I mean, I think you reach that age where all of a sudden there are things that you can't do that you used to be able to do. And it makes you fearful
Yeah, I kind of.
of doing things because pain is a great teacher. And one of the things that significant learning takes place if something is incredibly pleasurable or painful. They're both equally. Yeah, I like that little dotted line business.
Well, thank you.
Brenda's listening with an earbud while tidying up the bathroom.
Okay, well, we'll keep talking.
Okay, she said you've done a lot since she left to do something.
Here, you want to see it real quick?
Housework.
I'm pretty stoked about this. Like, I tried not to. Okay, so this is one of those things where it's like I had this idea in my head of what I wanted it to be, but then I didn't. Kind of like, the whole project book kind of deal where it's like you still want to keep it malleable enough that you aren't so set that whenever it doesn't quite go to plan,
you need to stand up and put your shirt in again.
Yeah. Be prepared to modify your plan. It's backwards.
And I could come over there and show you my Jell-O. Not.
She's got the Jell-O one.
I've got the Jell-O one on. Monroe says, I'll sneeze and throw my back out. Boy, I am a really strong sneezer. Mariah goes, achoo, achoo. I'm like, geez, if I couldn't sneeze any better than that, I wouldn't even bother.
Listen. Very judgy.
Right after Mariah was born, I coughed and threw my back and pinched a nerve in my back. And I was nursing her, and it was terrible because the position, I would have to get in order to facilitate access, to the nursing caused extreme pain. Finally went in and had a chiropractor snap me.
Ooh, now see, that would be kind of
yeah.
cool. See, look, those meet up, so that might be kind of fun. Let's utilize that situation.
And Anthony says, if I do not walk regularly, my back will go out unexpectedly. And he has dogs that remind him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to do that when I lived in Anchorage because Bullet wouldn't allow you not to.
Yeah. Okay, what we're going to do here, so we can line up, but I don't have like a full on. Okay. Boop, 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 ba-doo.
Paula says she's a decibel sneezer. I'll tell you what, Brad is a decibel sneezer too. Oh my goodness, he frightens me.
Yeah, he's a loud sneezer. I am not a loud sneezer. Look at that. Look at that. It didn't line up perfectly, but I'm happy.
Well, it's going to be on the fold.
Well, I know, but I wanted to kind of nod that it, they were like that.
Close enough.
Where is it coming from? Making me crazy.
Hey, as soon as Mariah got teeth is when I said, okay, enough of that. And she would nurse and look at me with her little eyes, and I'd smack her bottom. And say, don't do that. And finally I just gave up and said, I'm tired of this. I don't want to do this anymore. Well, we've got other tiny sneezers too, Mariah.
Wonderful.
Brenda's a tiny sneezer.
Josh is a very, he's even more of a petite sneezer than I am.
Oh, I was like, dude, that is so lame.
Josh is a super sneaky little sneezer. I'm going to try to line that up better like that. And then, get over there. Boom. There we go.
Funny.
Look at that.
That's funny, Anthony. Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's some good stuff right there. And I like that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to bring this in across here
Anthony, I'm not saying this out loud because this could get us into the next category of and we're not. Are we adult?
We are, but I mean, I don't know. Like, I
Rhonda
don't
says
really
it's
know.
looking very cool.
Thank you. Okay, there's that. Telling you, see, this is where the situation starts.
Y'all are funny.
Like, gotta, that situation plus that situation.
Hey, we're allowed to tell family stories here. You gonna line it up, Mariah?
I don't know. Hopefully, in a way that it,
Makes sense?
makes sense.
It is kind of a crapshoot, isn't it?
A little bit, but I'm down with this. This is that was a pretty good. See, look at that.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's gonna
No,
work. I'm very impressed with this whole thing. I think it's very interesting to me visually.
yeah. And then see what we'll do is we'll just make that connect in there like that.
Mo hashtag like. Carl says hello everyone. Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's Kathy. Carl's Kathy.
Oh,
Kathy is Carl.
all right. Well, I don't know how I would know that.
Well, you do now.
I do. LOL, Mariah with ink on her fingers. I decided to do my paint stamping and jumping last week with floofy blouse sleeves. Yeah, that
Oh,
I should have seen how that would end. Yeah, I not a big floofy.
well, whenever you wear your one kimono thing,
Oh my gosh,
I think you've
dragging
kinda
it through
given
the
it up.
gravy.
Yeah, you kind of.
I don't even. I'm going to alter that permanently because it's just such a pain in the patootie.
There, look at that.
And Carla says, "Oh, those plastic Pampers that made noise when you'd smack them didn't hurt them, and the noise would make them turn loose, sort of like thunder and snapping turtles."
Yes.
Oh my goodness, Brenda, that is incredible.
Just pumped about all this. Okay, let's see what else we got here to
And
mix
Betsy
in.
says she needs to watch the beginning that I missed. Love this, Mariah. Yes, you do because it's it's a two-sided affair. And I think you've just done a marvelous job integrating the stamps and the
Well, thank you.
and the what do you call that? Print.
Should we throw this in or?
Oh, I think so.
All right, I like it.
Is this the end page?
No, I mean we still have one more little section. I was trying to at least make it through one side.
Yeah.
But this is the glue point of our other little pocket.
Okay.
And see what's cool is we could see how we did that.
So that could become a pocket also.
Yes. I just think that it's really cool how those just sort of nod to one another.
It is a two-sided affair.
Yeah.
And I don't know the tune to the family affair. I can't sing that.
You can't sing that. You don't know that one.
I don't know that one.
All right. So I think I want that to come into there like that. This is one of the 5 doodle stamps by Mariah. That's pretty good. Pretty good. See, and I like the dot thing. Kind of play around with that. That's fun.
It really is.
And then I might even bring this one back in here.
Yes, Mo put in the doodle flowers.
I can explain some things as well. See, not only can we, come in and do more dot things, you can bring that in.
Jennifer says she does like the black and white. It's very dramatic. It is, and it really is because of the contrast, you can really see what's happening there. If you were to do more subtle things, it would be less evident.
Right.
And Darcy's doodling along with you, Mariah. Just
hey,
so
Darcy's a professional doodler.
And Paula says, I love how it's kind of sampler of all the wonderful PM designs. XXXX.
From all of our wonderful designers.
And Acme says, okay, so she found the swirly one, but not it. Oh, the dotty leaf is style 1 of branching out stamps.
Mm-hmm. See, there's kind of two different ones. There's the dippy kind of, like the little whoops, dips. And then there's the circular one. And then there's the electric one. That makes me think it's like, buzzing.
Okay, I think they got it all straightened out here on the ones that Acme wants.
Okay.
I'm thinking so. I mean, I haven't received confirmation, but assuming so.
I just think that's so cool. And see, when those go together, but then they come apart, and then this flips over here.
And I really, I like a lot of that space left unadorned with anything, because I think it's just like everything else. You need a breather.
Mm-hmm.
Well done.
Well, thank you. I'm gonna glue this last one.
I don't know what grunge one that Darcy was using.
A grunge stamp that Darcy was using, or what?
Yeah,
She'll
just
have to
wondered if it was by Brad.
Oh,
Distressed style 2 is a swirly one,
and that
both by Rhonda.
Yes, the distressed ones are. Okay, so one of my gripes about the whole this, I like these little ones. Because number one, I can go across the stamp, bump, 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 and it doesn't get. See, what was the problem? Like with the bigger stamps, is that then you get the stuff on the side, which then the stuff on the side became stuff on my hand, which then became stuff that was down here.
Oh, there you go.
So there's some, things and thoughts from me about that. Oh. Okay, I'm gluing, and then I think we're just gonna go ahead. Should I finish out this last section, or shall we just call it?
It's 11:39. And Becky is back.
Okay.
And she loves those branch stamps.
Yeah, the branch stamps are very cool.
And Acme got them. She says it's the bomb.
All right.
So they've got it sorted.
Wonderful. cool is if we bring that in there like that. I'm going to do that. Gotta do the back page here, though. Bluer thing. Little pocket business. Sure, I'm gluing the right thing. Okay.
Yeah, she's not copying it flat, Paula. We already established that way long ago.
What's this?
You're not going to open it up to photograph it flat.
That is correct. See, I like this because I can hold them like this. And I can just, you know, get her done.
Around.
And then I don't have a ton of stuff all over me.
Yeah, we discussed that early on, and really it would have been cool. I'm not sure how instructive it would have been.
What?
Being able to fold it out and see the whole thing.
No. I mean... Oh, we need to put Eddie in here a little bit. Eddie, sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out. We're gonna hook
I
this.
don't know. Eddie
We're gonna hook this.
hasn't been very active today. He must be doing something else.
He's probably doing something. Eddie, still there? See, talking about you.
Jocelyn
He's
said,
playing. You know what he's doing? Because he got his package, so he's playing with all of his new stuff.
"Oh,
Probably what he's doing.
okay, we're getting it all figured out here on who's it, what's it."
These are Eddie's.
Oh, that's a good idea, Sandy. He said once that you get it finished, you could copy it and then go ahead and add color and put them side by side to see, you know.
I'm gonna do this on the other side. Now there's a bigger one of these. See this? No, I like the little one. We need the little one for these little pages.
Yeah, and you could use these as a coloring book. Absolutely. Eddie says he's here. He's cleaning up his desk.
Okay.
Oh. I know
Yeah.
Carl is not Carl, but my hand is much better.
Look at that. I was a little afraid I kind of screwed that up, but I really like how that hooked in.
Oh, yeah.
But see, like, so what'll happen is, see, I'll bring this in here like this. So one page leads to the next. Boop, boop, boop. She's eating, in case you guys are wondering what the crunching thing is.
I'm telling you, I'm practically passing out from hunger.
It's good for you.
I don't know. Paula's got something sitting on her shelf with dangly legs and hats. Oh, a chocolate biscuit.
But see, look at that. Look how cool that is.
Oh, that's really cool. I like how you integrated it. It sort of looked just like it was floating there, and now it's much.
Yeah, you just gotta connect them.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna do that here too. And it's making me angry.
Oh, that is really okay. So Rhonda is calling out Darcy because she said the wrong thing about who made what. But she says she's kind of pleased to have Rhonda's mistaken for her own, though, because Rhonda's stuff is awesomeness. So I'll take it.
Well, sometimes it is funny that like Rhonda and Darcy do every once in a while they have some, designs that sort of match up as far as style wise. So that is a understandable.
And Rhonda says there are so many things I'm surprised any of us gets the names right. I don't even try. I just name them myself, and then I know what I'm talking about.
That's right. And then I have to remember what she calls it versus what it is in the shop. These pens just make me very grumpy.
I tried to give you a good one, but you weren't having it, so I'm not feeling sorry for you.
Trying not to be obsessed about this. I'll come back and fix that. There are ways to fix these sorts of things.
Okay, well, they're talking about accordion legs with striped socks.
But there we go. Look at that. That's pretty groovy, y'all, isn't it?
Oh, I think it's really cool. It's directional also.
Mm-hmm. I think that's important with these sorts of, if you want it to fold out. Now, if you're just going to look at it as a book, that's a different kind of, mind frame, I believe.
I believe that also.
But see, I also wanted to be able to see, like, that's the cool thing about the accordion deals, because you can start to, like, kind of put pages together and make the connections. But see how now those panels could go together. That's fun. I think we need another, like we'll bring this up here. And we got here, okay. This will be my last stamp.
11:47. I don't think you should do that.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Why not?
Because I like the negative space.
Well, I just kind of oopsied there.
So I oopsied?
Yeah, I got the... Because I, was holding it into place to think about it, and then it touched it.
That happens.
So I should do something there. That's what I'm saying.
Well, do it in light color.
I'll bring in the light. Okay, I think that's okay. We can do that.
Yeah, that gray stuff. Good job. Hey, Sandy, you got to be careful about those fine line markers. Make sure that they're permanent. Because when you come in with your ink or your watercolor or even other markers, they're going to bleed out. I know that because I just did that with the chickens.
Just bleeding chickens.
I have bleeding chickens. Eddie's stamps look like they have eyes. I think they're supposed to.
Yes. It's in the name Bobble Eye. Look at that though. That's pretty groovy.
I really, that is absolutely perfect. Covered up your mistake, but yet it's not interfering with the other design. That's really great.
The queen is happy. Hooray.
Yeah.
Well, I am just so pleased. I really, seriously.
Star Traveler loves it.
Very excited how this all turned out, because, like I said, it's kind of one of those things when it's in your brain.
And Dawn says that rocks, Mariah. Oh, good. And Mo put in what they're called.
Okay. Now, let's see here.
Now, the chickens didn't bleed out, just their coloration.
Yeah.
It looks very dimensional. Yeah, that's a good point. Because when you use those different values...
Yeah, it says that something's going, further back or,
And doing the overlapping, yeah.
Now, see, what I need to do is...
Eddie says they're always watching.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, Mariah. Looks like a fire-breathing party hat.
Oh, I love that. I love that idea. I want to go to that party.
Perfect work for less than 2 hours, Mariah.
I mean, because
It looks so cool.
And that's actually a really great point. You know, if you want to doodle with efficiency, this is one way to get her done.
By golly, that's what I go for. Efficiency.
I want to be an efficient doodler. I don't want to just be doodling to, doodle. Need to get her done.
Yeah. And another way that you could do this is you could stamp those stamps on the Yatsumoto paper, and then you could just glue them down wherever you wanted them.
Maybe that's what we do to the other side. Because that was some trickiness as far as like some of these places where I wanted it to line up. So maybe next Monday I'll have P stamp me some stuff, and then we'll do that here on the back side. And that might be better anyway, because then it's not going to bleed through, I don't think. Because once it's dry on the Yasutomo papers, we'll have a better situation.
Yes, you will.
So, that's awesome.
And Acme says fantasy and black and white. Mm-hmm. Jennifer says it's awesome. Eddie has Carla had Eddie Google eyes and laughing. And Mo put in the stamps. And Paula says we need a shirt that says doodle with efficiency.
Okay. PM Artist Studio, we doodle with efficiency because we sell stamps. Put that in tiny writing.
Oh, that's great. Mariah, you need to write that down. You won't remember that. I won't remember that. I should say that.
Paula, message me. All right, I'm going to go to the big M cam here. We're going to do this.
This is a doodle hack.
This is... Hey, that's pretty good, huh? I don't know, like, kind of like weird eyeballs or something.
Tim Burton Wonderland.
Oh, yes. Okay. Do I look weird looking that way? Or did that look okay?
It's Fabla Doodle.
I haven't figured out, like, where the screen, like, to look into the screen. I know where the camera is, but then it's kind of weird. I don't know. Okay, there we go. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cool, Lindsay. Ciao.
Chicken things and whatnot.
No fiddly diddling here at PM. We doodle with efficiency.
Message me that, please, Paula. Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.